sit and think about
all that you've done.
Lord of mercy, listen. Then I realized that there is none. Only one supposed over there say, none can compare. I want to see every hand waving in this place right now. So I say, with all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, oh Jah, yeah. Lord, come down and take control. Take control. Come on and sing this song again. With all of my heart and all of my soul, I worship you, oh Jah, yeah. Lord, come down and take control. Take control. Say, make me and more. Lord, you are the potter. I declare, only through you I will fulfill my destiny. Say, make me and mold me. Shape me to be what you want me to be. Oh Lord, you are the potter. I declare. Watch out, watch out. In the beginning, God created through the heaven and the earth. Then He created me, say man from the dirt, and just placed potential in our lives. Even though sometimes it's so hard for us to realize that we can be anything we wanna be. Just hold on to the promise of the Almighty. And I want you to know, if your self-esteem low, call on Jesus and He will see you through. Cause we are all
Designers original.
I wanna hear Trinidad say, yes, we are all
Designers original.
no matter what your friend them say, we are all
Designers original.
ignite what we tell them, ignite what we tell them.
Designers original.
Baseline, stay on the baseline, listen. Old school. Can't serve two masters at the same time. Either Jesus Christ or you get left behind. Can't say you love God and don't want to. Mix me now. Say, can't serve two masters at the same time. Either Jesus Christ or you get left behind. Can't say you love God and don't want to. Who remember this? Who remember this? No. Say obstacles may cost me button. Say don't answer them that. But tell them by Jesus Christ today you know me answer. Charles answer me. Nothing can move me. And what you say, nothing can move me no way. What you say? Nothing can move me no way. What you say? Say nothing can move me no way. Nothing can move me no way. True, we living in a serious time. You look around, so much of war and crime. Every day another little youth will kill his brother. When you know that it is time to turn to the Father, cause it's a serious, 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 serious time. Out of that right now, my youth.
A happy new year and welcome to Rooted, the home of Christian reggae music, where we edify, empower and entertain you. I'm Suzai, the African Empress, and today on Rooted we have a very, very word-impacting show. So don't change your channel, stay linked to Rooted and get blessed.
To the Most High, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, I give thanks and praise, hallelujah. I good over evil, I am victorious. Yeah, the enemy lose again, victory's mine again. I good over evil, I am victorious. Yeah, in the Most High place my trust. Watch them. Watch your enemy, how them a pray me. And the Most High, how him surround me. Who God bless, no man curse. Bless me, bless, and I'm not curse me, curse. All when them go read up, and go mix up, it not go work, cause the Most High sort me out. Yeah, I good over evil, I am victorious. The enemy lose again, yeah. Victory's mine again. I good over evil, I am victorious. In the Most High place my trust. Do me walk through the valley, me no fear that. Even when the trap on my friend set, God a me shield and guide, so me soul protect. Where bad mind, move dirty heart get wet. Righteousness is all I seeking. No time for suicide, the one bag of cheating. Yeah. It's time to make a brand new start. A good over evil. I am victorious. The enemy lose again. Victory's mine again. A good over evil. I am victorious. In the most high place, my trust. Tell me who can conquer me. Tell me who can harm me. No one can. Tell me who can defeat me. When the most high is my shield and my guide, I am victorious. Yeah.
That answer is your boy M to the C to the R to the BBM to them say I'm the Rabbi.
This is your boy Omari.
This is Tuned and Band.
My name is Joseph Kivanguli.
This is your girl Kristine Alicia, and you're watching Rooted, the home of gospel reggae music.
This is not a show. Ministry you deal with.
Blessed love, Kenya. Peace.
One thing I also want to, in addition to now knowing who you're called to go to and who you're called to minister to, before we can even do that, we have to know exactly who we are.
Right.
And be proud of the unique and the like, you are so unique. Like, you are so unique.
Right.
There's no other Omari. There's no other Evan. You are so unique. So I say this all the time. I teach music as well to some students, and I say just be yourself. Like, sometimes students come and say they want to sing like Rihanna, they want to do this, and I said, but why? If you try to sing like Rihanna, no one's gonna pay you any attention because she's already capped her market. If you are you, and then they find her gonna wow, and it could, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. What I want to say is this to my Kenyan artists. I love when you guys. I want to say that reggae music. A lot of people say reggae. Jamaica owns reggae music, right? And you guys respect that, and I love that. But I wanted to. We respect the motherland even so much. We respect. We actually. We ascribe that our heritage has come from here. So I want you guys to own that.
Understand
Because yes, I get a lot of some of you guys are so wonderful and friendly. You guys say, hey Kristine, can you listen to my song? And give me your feedback. And sometimes honestly I'm afraid to give feedback. Afraid because when I hear your stuff, I love that you're doing reggae and dance and you're doing it proper, right? I love that. But I also like, but you guys, let me hear what you guys have to offer to reggae. You know, let me hear what the motherland can put on reggae. Don't always try and sound like Beanie Man, or don't always try and sound like Omari, because you know that's great. But even I don't even want to know a Jamaican artist to sound like Beanie Man. Why? Because I get tired of them. I love it. I love it when I hear authentic Kenyan accent on reggae.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That will do. So my point is, just make sure, don't try and copy the Jamaican culture.
Right.
You can do the reggae justice.
Right.
Do the reggae justice.
Right.
But God has
Be
given
yourself.
you,
Right.
God has given Kenya your
Be uniquely
own
you.
voice.
Right.
Yeah. And that collab
Right.
is amazing. And of course, Omar can talk
Yes,
about collab.
and that as I say, I just did a song with J Fam, and
Fabulous.
it's a great song, and J Fam added his own flavor, and that is what made the track so unique. So Jamaica meets Kenya. And you understand? So if he was trying to be another Jamaican or try to be someone, he wouldn't add that unique. So when that uniqueness to the track. So whenever I heard her this morning live and like, oh my God, I have to do a song with this young lady because she's just being uniquely her. You understand? So that is it. You just have to, as Kristine said, be true to who you are. Be true because God make you uniquely you. And there's a reason why God created you with the type of voice that you have. How you look, even how you look, you know, has a lot to do with your purpose, you know. So when people try to fit in and try to become somebody, oh, I want the latest Rihanna this and the latest Omari that or the latest. No, be yourself. Your image, how you look. It's just you have some places in the world. It's just how you look. People just going, oh my God, I just love how that person look, and that is just what draw people to you. You understand? So everything about you is going to take you into some aspect of your purpose and your destiny in Christ. You understand? So just be true to who you are, as Christine said, and just keep focus. And the higher you go, the humbler you have to become. You understand? You realize Moses was born in a better place than Jesus, you know. Solomon and David, them live in a better places than Jesus, you know. Because he was coming from so high, he had to be so humble. Because the higher you're coming, he's coming from the throne of heaven. Had to be so humble, because the higher you go, is the humbler you have to become. You understand? Because humility is what sets the pathway for greatness.
And
humility.
People, you reach a wider audience when you're humble.
Yes.
Because people can tell right away if it's all about you.
Right.
People can tell if it's even faking humility. People
Right.
can tell. So at the end of the day, you can't even say, I don't even say, Lord, let me be humble.
Right.
I don't
Teach
even
me to
pray
be
that.
humble.
I don't even pray that. You know, I believe right. No, I don't think of that. To me also is like, it's kind of also almost like, no, your God's humility automatically shines
through you
and changes you just by being real and honest with Him. Because once you're real and honest in front of God, you have to be humble, because you say every kind of foolishness.
Right.
I mean, but again, we said this because once you're humble, it's so much easier. You don't see color, you don't see class, you don't see social status anymore. Right. And we cannot afford to see social status and color if we want to truly reach people. Cannot.
And I just want to say, this is a very humbling experience for me. You know, I don't come here as no high and mighty or whatever. A couple of you guys probably look up to us, but we look up to you guys. It's a pleasure and an honor just being able, because it is a privilege. It is a privilege that has not been given to a lot of people. To just be able to just be sitting here with you guys, talking to you guys, being in this country, to come and just declare Jesus Christ as being Lord. You understand? It's a privilege that is not given to a lot of people. And I just want to let you guys know that musicians are rare people. Majority of the world cannot do what you guys do. You understand? We are rare people. Music is such a divine thing. You understand? And you guys have so much power in your hands that you don't even realize is that music can evoke every emotion in a human's body. If you want somebody to do negative, you can just sing it and it propels them to do negativity. If you want them to be happy, if you want them to be sad, music can do all of that. So you have to understand the power that you hold in your hand, you know. It's a very serious thing you guys have, you know. Very, very serious. And that is why Lucifer could have done what he did with music. Majority of most of the influence that he influenced the world is through the form of music. He used it to his benefit, and it's because he knows the power. It evokes every emotion in a human's body. So understand what you have carrying. It's a rare thing. You guys are rare. Majority of the world, thousands of people going to come out to watch you on a stage when half of them cannot sing. You understand what I'm saying? But thousands are watching you use the talents that God has given to you to build them, to encourage them, to motivate them, to evoke those different things inside of them and to set them free from a lot of things. So guys, don't take what God has given to you lightly. And God is going to hold us, I believe in my heart, God is going to hold musicians responsible for a lot of things. Like a Vibes Cartel and people who use the music for negativity, watch it. You will have to give a call, because music pass class, color, race, and nations.
Welcome to Vision Television, where truth counts. Welcome to Vision Television, where truth counts.
Whole time something come back again. Your face make fi smile while you're there, so I bend it up. Money are your problem, who they tell you fi go spend it up. And equally you can believe and not blend it up. La champ on your money and no know say you fi lend it up. Royalty fi spend and you know fi best friend it up. Prayer I fi pray each and every day me send it up. Gospel I fi preach and me there fi defend it up. Bountiful blessing coming down from heaven it up. Problem arise father there so fi men it up. Man I no chicken so me nah go mother hen it up. Soar like a eagle and me wing me extend it up. Man no flip flops so me nah go pick pen it up. Yo. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, soldier. Put the road to the rubber and the rubber to the road. Like a nail to me finger and me body in me clothes. Like the taste to me tongue and the smell to me nose. Like a pot to the me stove and the water in me hose. Me surrender like a camel, me fi ease off the load. Father give me the love in me heart from me head down to my toes. Keep me eyes on the price, can me done smell the rose. Me press play for your opportunity, delete me pose. Rich man I get bored, the poor I get poor. Stress and disappointment heart hit the floor. Seek the one that pull the door, you have the remedy and the cure. Cause him never get tired when you're seeking for more. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, left right, soldier. My name is not the son, I am a Christian. Come from Jamrock, Robber, Jamaican. Thank you, Jesus, for me salvation. May I fi tell that to each and every nation. Jump around, left Christ and your king. Make them know say you love him and ting. Ball it out, you have your one offering. Jump around, let me hear one sing. Left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, soldier. Get right, get right, get right, poser. Left right, left right, soldier. Come selector.
Another Philistine come in my camp again. Tell me that me I go dead under his sword for show his face. That my family is doomed, this day no rescue for their souls. I tell him about himself, stand on his word and tell him where to go. You are a lion, uncircumcised, cheating Philistine. How dare you coming against this one protected by the king? Don't you know the power that I have deep down inside of me is greater than your soul? You're fake and never conquer me. I'm covered by the grace. Rise till evening set again. Thoughts come raging like a sea to make me sweat and lose my head. It can be so deadly if you make it creep all on your bed. The promise written in this word to make you pass the test. I'm covered by the grace. He is my shield. He holds my hand. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. You are a lion. I'm circumcised.
Real long time them. You are a lion, a thief, and a murderer. You destroy and deceive, you adulterer. You never know that we are more than conqueror. Trample him down, fire, but turn up the temple. No put on no drama. The enemy go feel the lava. Him can't step over the border. Don't make me go cry about father. Long time me done put on me armor. Devil, you're dead. Me crush your head. Pop you like shred. Then bust up your cobweb. We eat you out like a Burger King. Crack you like a chicken wing. Kick you like a donkey. Make you think so y'all a stone of things. Kick you like a common pin. Bite you like a gremlin. Would you tell your feet come right up on the back and sing? Hey.
You are a liar, uncircumcised. You refuse to see it coming. Against this one protected by love. Don't you know the power that I have deep down inside of me? It's greater than your sword. Never conquer me. I'm covered, yes, I'm covered.
Rice, solid rock.
On Christ, a solid rock, I stand. All of the ground is sinking. I'm covered by love. He is my shield. He holds my hand. On Christ, a solid rock, I stand. All of the ground is sinking.
You see what I mean, Christine? Sure. We are here and clean, them can't stop with. And we are on the scene every time, you know. It's not a crimping or gabardine or whatever scene. You know what I mean? Done though, there. I want to take it now. Check it, set it, respect.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shoes up on the beat. True soldier me up. Shoes up on the beat, yeah. Me have to bring another to you. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth. I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth. I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. Anointed, appointed I am. Christian in the army of the Lord, yeah. A true soldier of the true living God. Have to bring out the word to the people in the hood, yeah. Them I need to know right now. Every youth, everyone in the hood, yeah. Your word is true to the root, and they can't change it, and they can't change it, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. Marching on, marching on, marching on, yeah. True soldier have to stick to the word. Marching on, marching on, marching on, yeah. True soldier have to spread out the word, yeah. Can't give up on your word, no, no. Can't give up on the truth, no, no. True soldier have to stick to the army, yeah. True soldier have to stick to the word. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. I'm a true soldier, me if you know. I give my life to the King of Kings. Now I serve in the army of the Lord, serving the true and the living God, yeah. I'm a true soldier, me if you know. I give my life to the King of Kings. Now I serve in the army of the Lord, serving the true living God. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth, yeah. True soldier me marching on. I'm a child of the Most High God. True soldier me marching on. I'ma bring out the truth, I'ma bring out the truth. What actually stands out for me right now is you guys have understood your purpose.
Yes.
You've understood your purpose as not even musicians. And that's a key, that's a thing that's standing out. Once you understand your purpose, no matter the negativity or the pressure that comes out from the public, you'll still be able to stand out. Because from what you said, Philistine, because I remember you doing a remix with Papa San, actually a really tight song. It wasn't taken actually quite nice in the media scene, but the aspect that you stood with it and you fought for it, knowing that I'm a child of God, so I don't need to tell you that I'm a child of God. Let my walk, let my talk speak about it.
Right.
You riding on secular rhythms, but still standing out.
Right.
And people understanding, yes, it's a secular rhythm, but Omari is a gospel artist and representing the kingdom.
Right.
All this can't happen if you don't understand your purpose.
Definitely.
Because purpose is a catalyst to get you to where you're going.
Right.
And I like your stories, because when you listen, I don't know, I'd like to understand your childhood. Did you just decide the genre you wanted to do, or you just did music, any type of genre of music you did, and as you grew up, that's when you decided what genre you'd like to, not because you're Jamaican born.
No, that's a very
good question. Yeah.
I was raised in Jamaica, but my father is a classical pianist, so I actually was not allowed to listen to reggae until high school. That's
okay.
very so that is what I feel like. So people will just automatically assume, but it's funny because that's how I know God wanted me to the reggae, because I wasn't looking to the reggae.
Right.
I wasn't even looking really to be an artist. It just so happened I would listen to Helen Baylor, which is an American church gospel singer.
Right?
I listened to Hillsong United. I love them. I was pure that on my playlist. BB and CC Winan is when I started to the background singing, and I just happened, like Papa San heard me sing somewhere, and he's like, I wanted to sing backgrounds. I just happened to sing backgrounds for these reggae artists.
Right.
You know, I'm just happened to be Jamaican. I just happened to be. And then that happened to be put me in that place, and then I started to do reggae music.
And it's a similar story. I didn't grow up on listening to reggae music. I grew up listening to R&B and hip hop, and that is what I grew up listening to. You understand? Reggae music wasn't really my thing. But when I became a Christian, the Lord started to show me that, listen, this is the tool that I'm going to give to you to use. But what the R&B music has done for me, because she grew up in a classical home, the R&B music taught me a lot of things about singing and notes and all of those things. So the Lord also used that to teach me a lot of things. And then from that, now He break me away and say, listen, this is what I want you to do and focus on. So calling, the calling is what's upon you, and understanding your calling. Because if it was for me to follow whatever it is I wanted, I would parent with Babyface or one of them, man. You understand what I'm saying? And Brian McKnight and a chill. But at the end of the day, and Donnie McClurkin came to Jamaica probably like 3 years ago, and I was on an interview with him, and he said public on the radio, he said, guys, Omari's here. Omari's a friend of mine, and when I invite him to New York, I don't want him to come and sing, Lord, I promise, if I keep my mind on you. I want to hear him Jamaican. I'm inviting him because he's going to bring something different to my culture, to my country. So I realize how valuable it is, and value what it is that God has given to us as a nation. And there's nations across the world that we would reach, that Donnie McClurkin is not going to necessarily reach with his kind of songs. You understand? I remember Papa San coming to somewhere in Africa with Israel Houghton and Donnie McClurkin and BB and CC Winans and Yolanda Adams, and he wasn't booked for the event. And when they got to Africa, they had to send for Papa San to come down there. He closed the event because them said, if you don't bring Papa San come down here, it don't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, what Papa San does is unique for us particular people. And no matter how Donnie McClurkin try, Papa San has the anointing for that people. Yeah. And you have to understand that. So it's very important.
That's so good. And I live in the United States right now. So of course, I hear a lot of feedback and I hear a lot of advice. So I'm a reggae artist in Florida, right? And I have this reggae album. The first one that came with Nigel Lewis producers. And everyone's like, okay, it's cool. And it only got recognition in the Caribbean, right, with Marlin Awards and so forth. So these people, the Americans are trying to tell me that you probably, you really should do pop music, or pop music is hitting off right now. Man, if your voice go on a dance track, and everybody giving me advice, and because I didn't know exactly who I was, and I didn't know my purpose yet, I would work with these, and I try and make a wicked tune on a pop, and and it's nice. nice, and people say it's nice, but nothing could really happen with it. I know for certain. There's nothing wrong with the track or the producer. It is not for me. It is not my purpose. It's not my calling. So also I just says in the midst of what everyone else can say to you. I'm in America, I'm a reggae singer, but I have to stick to that. Yeah. And I have to make sure I know what I'm called to do.
And stay true to it, man, and understand that this music is a powerful music. It's very powerful. And this music evokes people to do right based on the message that is carried. You understand what I'm saying? Bob Marley stood up and helped Zimbabwe with a lot of things that was happening in Zimbabwe at the time. He stood up in the middle of Jamaica when crime and violence, politics war was going on, and he stood up with the two leaders who were enemies through the music, you understand, and a lot of nations across the world, you understand. So this music was really created to stand up for justice and stand for equality and to bring nations together. So understand the music that you guys are carrying. It is, and I say to people all the time, I take it as a very big responsibility. You understand, to be called to this music, because it's one of the few genre of music in the world that stands for a particular thing apart from gospel music. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of the other genre of music is about the glams and the glitz and the this and the that and the vanity and the this and the that. Reggae music and gospel music is probably two of the only genre of music that consistently created to promote righteousness, promote justice, promote equality, and you understand? So you understand what it is that you guys are carrying. It's a very big responsibility, man.
Let's take a short break. Keep it locked on Rooted.
Welcome to Vision Television, where truth counts. Welcome to Vision Television, where truth counts.
Oh,
You've always lent an ear. With you alone, I feel so free. I bow on bended knees. 'Cause you alone is my delight. The way, the truth, the light. And I worship you. Yes, I worship you. Lord, I worship you. Lord, no one can be like you. No word can explain your beauty and your fame. No word can explain your beauty and your fame. No word can explain your beauty and your fame. Lord, I worship you. Lord, I worship you. Oh, your love so sweet, your love so fine. You're always on my mind. Destiny is to worship you. My love for you is true. Because you alone is my delight. The way, the truth, the light. And I worship you. Oh Lord, yes I worship you. Lord, I worship you. Lord, no one can be like you. No one can explain. No one can explain your beauty and your fame. Your fame. No one can explain your beauty and your fame. No one can explain your beauty and your fame. Lord, I worship you, Lord. Oh, we give you the glory. It is why we bow down in your presence, and we say we love you, worship you. Oh Lord, my God, give you our like you know. Lord, I worship you. Lord, no one can be like you. No, no. No one can explain. No one can explain your beauty and your fame. No one can explain your beauty and your fame. No, 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 your beauty and your fame. No one can explain, Lord. Lord, I worship. Lord, I worship. Oh, I worship you. Lord, I worship you. In the beauty of your holiness, I just wanna worship you.
Omari and I were just talking about timing also.
Right.
And how, yes, reggae has been like always revered worldwide and so forth. But I think we can feel some kind of shift even now in our generation, where reggae music is not just, oh, Bob Marley didn't make it popular. No, reggae music, like almost every genre wants to adapt it in some way. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that even makes our responsibility even more value, or just the weight of it more, to make us stay true to ourselves. Because if we don't change true to ourselves and get lost, then we'll get lost in everyone that wants to adapt. And then there's it's not a real coin. Like we have a real coin and you have like counterfeit, and everybody want to try and mimic that, and it gets lost. Let's stay true to it, so that the value of when then the other genres, yes, respected, but there's a reason also why reggae is being adapted by other people
and recognized.
It keeps coming out of both of these people to be true to yourself. First thing about yourself, you have to understand. There's this wonderful Sinach song, I know who I am. And until you understand who you are, you can never be true to yourself. That's the first thing. All right. What you're doing is art, but you're first and foremost ministers who minister in song and with music. All right. I mean, I've been playing music, I play all genres of music for years, and talking to God about reggae one day, and he did something simple with me. I just want everybody to try it now. Just rest your right hand over your heart and tell me what you feel. Reggae is not just a music somebody came up with. Your heartbeat is like this.
That's reggae.
When you run, when you slow it back down, listen, this music is heartbeat. God placed this in the heart of man. And anything he places in the heart of man is for his purpose and for his glory. Reggae doesn't belong to Jamaica. It is something that God placed in every human being's heartbeat. What he has done, he has chosen. I mean, Nairobi has 4.8 million. Our entire island of Jamaica is under 3 million. The entire island.
There are 40 million people here in Kenya.
So just think about it.
Just imagine how much heartbeat that. You know how much heartbeat that?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes,
so,
man.
you know, God is a God of principles. And in his word he says, the least shall be greater. And we are a pin mark on the map. People will bypass it on the map. But what God has chosen to do with this heartbeat from our nation. How we have a saying, reggae, heartbeat of our people. Literally, heartbeat. Right? So I want you to understand what you carry. You carry the heartbeat of God in song and music to the world.
Now you know, as Kenyan representatives, what is the heartbeat of Kenya? What is the heartbeat? What is the message? Stay true to the heart.
And don't be afraid to address the issues of your nation. You understand? God says a God of justice, and he said that we are his mouthpiece and representatives in this earth. So if your government is not aligning themselves to the will of God, don't be afraid to talk and say, listen, remember God called it to lead with integrity. You can do that through the music. Nothing is wrong with that. You understand? God says he's a God of justice. So if you see injustice and don't address the injustice, that means you're not fulfilling the heart of God. So, and that is what reggae music does. It provokes leaders and provokes people to be right, stand right, do right. And that is why a lot of people across the world is actually afraid of it, you know? Because of what it stands for. You understand what I'm saying? So understand, this thing is a heavy thing you carry, you know, man. It's not a light thing you guys carrying. And that is why it's undeniable, no matter how much they try to prevent it from escalating, because they try to prevent it from growing, you know. They do try. But no matter how hard they try, they cannot shut it down. Because, as Marlon said, it is the heartbeat. Stay true, and it's about the people. Anything that represents and stands for the people, the Lord will always exalt it.
I like what is coming out from all three of you. It's one, knowing your purpose.
Right.
understanding yourself.
Right.
Because once you understand yourself, you know who you are in God.
Right.
And from that, no matter what you put out there, be what type of music you put out there,
Right.
no matter what people say, when you understand yourself, no matter the negative pressure that comes out from there, no matter the talk,
Right.
you still know your purpose and your
Right.
call.
Right.
Because I know most artists who are seated here have been told a lot of things,
Right.
especially the kind of music that they do.
Right.
They've been told 1, 2, 3, your music won't sell. The type of music that you do won't go beyond borders. And when God calls you for when God calls you for something, He takes you beyond your
Right.
expectations,
Right.
beyond where your eyes see.
Right.
So both you artists are a living testimony that from Jamaica all the way to Africa, people are
Right.
listening to you.
Right.
And I think as guys are listening, you're catching up something, because at the end of the day, we are here to also empower you,
Right.
educate you and to edify you, just not only to entertain.
Yeah, one way, Yahweh, I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a way when there seems to be no way. Lord, I'm trying, trying to do the righteous thing, wearing the righteous ring. Lord, I'm giving. Yes, Lord, I'm still willing. Someone pre the killing. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a way where there seems to be no way. Obedience better than sacrifice. Walking in your spirit and not your might. Rather to be righteous than to be right. Must make it all pagans a fight. When my flesh gets so weak, oh Lord, and I'm in need. Your spirit I will seek. Earth inheritance belong to the meek. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender, and the Lord will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a way where there seems to be no way. Jah will make a way. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Jah will make a way. Oh yeah. Jah will make a way. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Jah will make a way. Steps of the righteous men are ordered. Jah always provide. In Him I'll always abide. Him bless me with the spiritual vibe, yeah. These are some testing times. People have sight, but to walk in blind. For the righteous to fight. One thing I know, I got my goal in sight. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender, and the Lord will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a way where there seems to be no way. Lord, I'm trying, I'm trying to do the righteous thing, wearing the righteous ring. Lord, I'm giving, I'm giving. Yes, Lord, I'm still willing, but mine won't bring me killing. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. Oh yes, I surrender, and the Lord will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a way where there seems to be no way. I surrender, and Jah will make a way. I surrender, and the Lord will make a way. I surrender to your will, your way. Make a
conquering lion. Liveth here. For the way I walk, the giant I lead my way. See, I know you've been searching your entire life, you've been wanting a love that's so real, love that's so true. We'll search no more, 'cause once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so pure. Once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so true, so true. Oh, it's deeper than the sea, goes farther than only eyes can see. And he's a mystery, but it's from His Majesty. It's true. Once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so pure. Once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so true, so true. Oh, no greater love than this, than that a man will lay his life for we. It beats my understanding. Oh, what a joy it brings to my heart. Your love is kind. Once you seek, you find. Faithful to light, mystical and divine. Unconditional, yet provisional. Your love so royal, yes. Once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so pure. Once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so true, so true. Oh, see, I know you've been searching your entire life, you've been wanting a love that's so real, love that's so true. We'll search no more, 'cause once you found Christ, everything's nice, nice. Christ's love is so pure.
You know this at T412, that team is G.
MC Rabbi at the 21st Century Worship.
Yeah man, I think they're representing for Rooted. Yeah man, who don't feel watch Rooted.
Hey, what's up? This is Tuned and Band.
This is your girl Kristine Alicia.
This is Mark Moore from Christafari.
You're watching Rooted.
Rooted, you see it?
The home of gospel reggae music.
This is not a show. Ministry you deal with. Hot.
Yeah, we'll surrender this to God. Somebody say, Lord, see me out. Do anything you want to do tonight. Somebody just say, see me out. Somebody just say, see me out. Say, here I am, Lord. Somebody just say, see me out. Somebody just say, come use me, Lord. Come use me, Lord. Come use me, Lord. Come use me. Here I am, Lord. And I want to be used by you and you alone. Why, Lord? Come use me, Lord. Come use me, Lord. Please. Come use me, Jesus. Say, here I am. And I want to be used by you. Somebody say, I vessel, and I'm a pull up. Hey, come use me now, come use me now, please come use me, come use me. Here I am, and I want to be used by you and straight tonight. Just say I'm a vessel. Say Lord, I'm available. Here I am, and I want to be used by you and you and you and oh, I'm a vessel, Lord Jesus, and I'm available. Whoa! Put your hand on your head. What I said, Thomas. Just say, Lord, take my mind and use it. Just say it is yours. And I want, open up your mouth low inside here and say, take my mouth, fill it with your words, Lord. Say it is yours. Somebody just say, see me out. See me alone. See me alone. So you present yourself to God as a living sacrifice. But you know, say sometimes you are the problem. You are your greatest enemy. Yeah.